Hey y'all. Ashy self. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon. If you're in the afternoon phase, wherever you at, hey y'all. Hey. Hello. I might be seeing my kids soon. I'm so excited about that. I love them. And we have so much fun when we get together, honey. We clowns all the time. It's gonna be a laugh fest when we get together, me and my children. Hey, Auntie. Oh, I've been yelling in y'all ear. Why y'all didn't say something? Why y'all didn't say the sound was all the way up on here? Why y'all didn't do that? I didn't know. Y'all gotta tell me, because if I take this and take it in my room and watch TV on it, I'm gonna have it up. So I've been yelling in y'all ear for the last couple of weeks. Y'all didn't say nothing. So I got my Tawana shoes on. When I tell y'all you go outside, who got some of these where they glow in the dark? They glow so good. You can go sit outside. Like, I could just have them on in here and go through my hallway and they be glowing. Thank you for my shoes, cuz, honey. And they get looks and they sparkle so good when I go outside. They do. They sparkle. Don't they? They glow good. Hey, mama. Hey, you hear me? They sparkle so good. I love mine too. So if you want some custom shoes, definitely get with Tawana. She made these for me, I think, almost 2 years ago. And they still good. My other ones is good. All of them is my favorites, but I do really like this whole Thundercat pair that I got. They make me excited. Thundercats, Thundercats. Oh, you hear me? Do, do. Every time I wear these out, they get the looks. I say, yeah, that she did her thing right there, baby. She did her whole thug thizzle. You hear me? And did. Hey, hey. You remember when she made them? Right. She does such a good job. We got some very talented people here in our community, and I'm grateful for it. So you're going to need your regular, schmegular Bible Gateway today. And we not doing no, you ain't going to have to worry about nothing. We looking up land masses, cities, and things like that, because I think they're going to be important in where we are going soon. So, get out the way. We ain't even gonna wait a long time, maybe 10 minutes. I've been trying to stay off TikTok before I get up in the like before I get on here, because TikTok has become depressing. It is. Like, I had started scrolling last night. That's why I didn't get. Well, that ain't the only reason. I just didn't get back on. But and I had got a couple calls too. But yeah, TikTok is real depressing now. It used to be so fun, and and now it's like everything on there is somebody getting killed, somebody didn't hurt a kid. It's like, oh my God, it's turned into Facebook quickly, very quickly. Do y'all feel like that? That it's turning into to Facebook? They are banning people, especially info. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Y'all don't think that's crazy? Everybody that's trying to tell the truth, they doing what they was doing to me. Everybody that's trying to tell the truth, they doing what they was doing to me. And that's why I start telling y'all, you can't say whatever you want. Who believes it now that you cannot say just because you know don't mean you're going to be able to say? Hey, Jen, you hear me? Yes, it is not the same. It's sad. We can't have anything. Haven't been on there since the first shutdown. Right. I go on there to get information from Aaron Parnas and a couple other people. But y'all see, my daughter was telling somebody, oh, you need to go check out my mama page. Your mama page ain't got nothing on it, girl. Hey, Dr. CC, you hear me? there's nothing, none of my stuff on my page. Everybody else stuff, I repost everybody else. I don't repost none of my stuff. Nope. Cause that's how I know they've been shadow banning us since the end of 21 or 22. We've been shadow banned on TikTok basically since the end of 22. Yep, just like looking at the birth of the animals, the glory, creation, and birth. What you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah. So we gonna look up some land masses today, or areas, should I say? So kind of like a geology lesson or something. I don't know. It's not geology. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't think right now. Whatever. We just gonna be looking up some places. So if you have a notebook and your notebook and all your stuff, we gonna wait a few minutes because I know people ain't used to me being on this early because my schedule is so crazy. Geography. Thank you. Thank you. I said geology. Yeah. Thank you. I was off. Thank you. Help me. I tell you, I've been in a brain fog. I know it's this menopause, cause baby, the wrong words be coming out. I'm like, oh God. But I guess my body's going through transition, and I'm not about to be apologizing for it. It is what it is, cause I'm 45 now. Happy birthday to whoever birthday is today. I know somebody's birthday is today. Happy birthday. I can't remember who it is. Please don't kill me. But happy birthday. Today's my ex-husband's birthday too. That's so crazy. Yep. But it's also one of my one of my mama's, my other mothers. Today is her birthday and her daughter's birthday. So my sister's birthday. So I'm gonna have to call them today or text them today. Or at least text her sister and tell her, hey, tell your mama and your sister I said happy birthday. Oh, okay. Oh, you said, oh, okay. Oh, with the animals and stuff. Got it. Okay. So, y'all ready? Or y'all want to wait a few more minutes for some more folks to get in here? Because I ain't in no rush, but, because it ain't really a whole, you ain't got to put no armor on. We just going to be doing, thank you, some geography today, looking around and looking at different cities and stuff like that. Something simple. There's enough craziness going on already. Y'all with me? Since time changer schedule been off, yeah. It's a lot, girl. This menopause, I guess, is really kicking in now because I've been having night sweats like crazy, but I have been eating chocolate too. So then there's that. Okay. All right. So since we ready, let's go to Joshua chapter 16. Y'all hear me? Joshua chapter 16. NIV preferably. Is y'all sleepy? Y'all a little tired this evening or this morning? Did y'all get some good rest? Because I was knocked out. I warmed up the last of my ribs and the last of them potatoes, baby. Ate that and it's done for. I woke up a couple times because I was sweaty. My daughter laughs at me because I put my bonnet in a ponytail. I cannot have that mess on my back or I will sweat and sweat. No polyester can be touching me while I'm asleep. If it ain't cotton on my pillowcase and cotton on my, like when I pull my bonnet up, I put my bonnet on and then I have to pull it in a ponytail and put a hair tie on it. Because if anything touches below here, on my neck, I will sweat my whole. I had to get up last night and the night before and put a towel on the bed. It was so wet. Gotta get up and take my 12-year-old to get an ID. Okay, you hear me? So I can't. I have to put my bonnet in a ponytail because I'll be soaked. And who like being? Cause then you get up and it's cold when you get back in the bed. I don't even wear a bonnet, but my hair is starting to touch me on my back, and I don't like that. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I got ponytail hair around this perimeter. Cause it's gotta be up. Hey Punky, hey Keish, it can't be on me. It can't. And wait till you start feeling like it's bugs. You be like, ooh, be about this. That's why some of these locks is weak, because I thought it was a bug and I snatched it and I almost pulled my own hair out. Always thinking it's a bug, dude. Oh, hey, pumpkin. It's all right. You ain't missed nothing. We here. We here. So y'all ready? Joshua chapter 16. You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing. Nothing. Y'all ready? Joshua chapter 16. This is going to be a simple class today. We're not going to do much. We're just going to go through and look at some places. And okay, here we go. All right. So it says, the allotment for Joseph began at the Jordan. What is an allotment? Not snatching your own self up like your own mama. Listen, nephew. Locks is something you got to get used to, especially once they start growing. Because see, now I'm at the place where it's like in the middle, almost to my elbow, in the back. So if I have my hair down and I turn, it's going to brush past like a bug wheel, like a fly. When they going real fast, I can't do it. Listen, I almost lost my life in the shower when my locks touched my back. I'm trying to tell you. Girl, I thought a spider would. Listen. Will. But I'm grateful. I just told my daughter today, this is the best hair I've ever had in my life, and I wish I would have did it sooner. An amount of something. Okay. I made the decision to come on over to the lock side again. Come on, Mari. Because you got to think, we can use water. An amount of something allocated to a person. Good job. So, yeah, me too. Me too, baby. I'm falling in love with them every year. Again. I just told my daughter, I said, baby, listen. Not the 24-inch bust down, honey. And it's all mine. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I almost crashed my car thinking something was on me. It was my hair. I'm trying to tell you, be about to lose your life. You be about to lose your life, baby. And don't let you catch it out the corner of your eye. You be like, oh my God. Okay. Hilarious. So here we go. All right. Why is this? Oh, okay. That's why. All right. So we know it says the allotment for Joseph began at the Jordan, east of the springs of Jericho. So can you please go to Google and look up the Jordan River and then type in Jericho and see. Because this is like a visual. I want y'all to go look at it. So go look at the Jordan River, or type in Jordan River east of Jericho, so that you can almost see the landmass of where it was. And then after you do that, after you go look at those pictures, I want you to go look for news in Israel today and tell me if there's anything happening in Jericho right now or east of the Jericho. Can we do that? I know that's a lot. So just go look up the Jordan River and then type in east of Jericho or Jericho and see what's going on in that place right now today. Yeah. This is the first time we had natural light in this room in a long time. Because it be messing with me being able to see this a little bit. The contrast is different. I'm in the struggle stage of my locks. I just started them. Girl, what struggle though? See, the people be telling you that, but it ain't no struggle stage. Now that I think about it, it's not. They call it the ugly stage or whatever. Good morning, pumpkin. But guess what? If you take a lot of pictures right now, it happens so quickly. It really do. It really do. If you just enjoy them in the stage that they in right now, baby, and you enjoy every stage, it seems to go faster. When you're looking like, oh, I can't wait till my hair grow. Oh, I can't wait till my hair grow. It seems like they don't be doing nothing. But when you just live, it's Palestine. Interesting. Good morning, CERCA. Good morning, Miss Ida. Auntie, listen. So east of the Jordan is Palestine. What's happening in Palestine right now? Huh? What's going on in Palestine? Israeli soldiers are abducting Palestinians. Loving my life 7 years strong, but they be hot. They do. Interesting. Interesting. So we know. No, for real, the growth ain't got no manners. Thank you for the encouragement. You're welcome, Pumpkin. Isn't the war between unrest in Palestine between the factions? So this is the thing. What's happening now has always been happening, but it's in biblical proportions now. Like it's in reference to everything that's happening in the Bible. Yes or no? Everything, like they're saying, oh, it's because this and Netanyahu. No, we know that they are just the actors that were picked to play this role. Yes or no? Israeli attack on reproductive health care in Gaza. Interesting. So what spirit do we think is using them for that? Huh? Who do we know that attacks that? Reproductive health. What's their name? What's his name? Moloch does, but who else? Remember? A member, it was one of our first things we learned about medicine. Remember? And we talked about how is this for reproductive health if it's named after, excuse me, y'all remember? The two birth controls. Anybody remember their names? Gardasil and Gardasil. Come on. So do we think that Gardasil or Gardasil, that angel, Gadriel, Gardasil, whichever name, because he goes by a couple of different ones. Y'all want to know something else, right? If you look up the Norse tree of life, it's his name. Did you hear what I said? It's just spelled YGG and then whatever. The tree of life in Norse mythology is named after him. Ain't that crazy? The Norse tree of life. Go look up the Norse tree of life and what the name of it is. Real quick, just go look it up. Please. Yes, because God said there's nothing new under the sun, so we haven't seen the things going on right now, but it's been recorded in our books. It has. Y'all see it? See how stuff just be all in front of us and we still don't be knowing what it is? And they play with the letters? Norse, Norse. Norse, Norse mythology. Yep, from Old Norse. Yep, is an immense and central sacred tree in Norse cosmology. You see it? It's the same name, just spelled a little different. Ain't that crazy? Right in our face is. Yep. Sometimes do y'all be feeling like Percy Jackson now when y'all see different words, you know, they just play with the letters and it makes sense and you know exactly who they're talking about? But what used to be mumbo jumbo to you, now you can look at certain words and you be like, I bet you this is a derivative of this name, or this is, you know what I'm saying? It's a different version of the same name. Now it's like the letters just be making sense. Ain't that crazy how y'all be having y'all Percy Jackson experience? I love it here. I love y'all. We love you too, Punky. You see? You see? Okay, let's go. It says, and went up from there through the desert into the hill country of Bethel. So can you, dang, that's probably where the term YG, young gangster, come from. Come on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm dyslexic. I feel like that every day. Come on, nephew. But you know you got a superpower, right? That's the superpower. My older brother is dyslexic too. And yeah, ain't that crazy? But you know we talked about that, right? Dyslexic people, the only reason that they do that is because our brain is wired to read right to left. Americans just teach left to right. So if you tried to study Arabic and all of the other languages, nephew, you're going to get them faster than us. You know that, right? Because your brain is already wired to read right to left and not left to right. I don't know if you knew that or not. But that's why. Because your brain is wired to read the right way. It wasn't when they told us to go this way, your brain keeps saying no, it's supposed to be right to left. Well, the original, most of the original writing, and yeah. That's why Arabic is right to left. A lot of other languages are right to left. The original languages was not left to right. It was right to left. Left, yeah. Start so like Arabic. Start trying to learn it. I bet you pick it up quick. Yeah, yeah. Start teaching them. Start getting them with a language that's right to left. Mm, my son is, and I never. Yeah, yeah. Because dyslexic is just turning the letters around and you seeing different letters. But most languages, the first languages, your brain is wired to read right to left. That definitely would have made it easier to write for lefties in school. Yeah, 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 yeah. So there you go. Pick up a new language. Go on and start with the letters, and you will probably be able to read that very quickly. For real, for real. He struggles so much trying to read. Yeah, no. Get him reading something else. I mean, of course he's gonna have to, but yeah, my baby is a lefty, and we have trouble with this now. Yeah, your brain is wired to read right to left, not left to right. But they teach us left to right writing, and now languages have adapted to that. Yeah, yeah. What? This is the wrong book, girl. So every time I open this book, I open it upside down and backwards, right? This the back because my mind automatically tells me go this way, but y'all know it's this way. This is the front of their book. But if it was our book, it would be this way. I mean, if it was our book, it would be this way. Their book, this is the front of it. So, and I got it upside down. Sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, right? So, this way, right? Because our books would be this way. This is the back of their book. It's the front of our book. Do you see it now? Okay. Right to left, left to right. So, start working on another language. There you go. To those of you that have dyslexic children or husbands or you're dyslexic, look up a language that's left to right. I mean, right to left, not left to right. My daughter's a lefty and used to write everything backwards. The struggle was real. Right. My dad writes upside down. He's left-handed. He turns his paper this way and he writes upside down. Mm-hmm. You said similar to slime books in manga. Manga is right to left as well. It's a couple other books up here that's right to left too. Yep. Yep. Crazy, right? All right, let's go. So where's Bethel? Where are the hills of Bethel? How far is the hills of Bethel from Jericho or the Jordan? How far, how many miles is the biblical city of Jericho to the hills of Bethel? How far is that? And what is it? Is it still called Bethel today? Y'all, I gotta find my other phone. I have not been able to find it. I don't know where. I lose this phone like every 2 weeks. I don't know where it is. I thought I plugged it up in my room. I do not know where my other phone is, and I need it bad. I don't know what I did with that phone. I cannot find it nowhere. Science is his favorite too. He's 11 years old. Yep. 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 Teach it. Well, then give him Latin. See if he can learn Latin, because that's what a lot of medicine and stuff, those prescriptions and a lot of medical journals and stuff, whatever, Latin. Okay. Pretty cool. So where is this? How far is Bethel from the city of Jericho? The hills of Bethel, how many miles is that? It's set 12 miles? 12 miles. Right. Jericho, not here in what's the name? So the hills of Bethel are 12 miles from the Jordan River or this area that he was talking about. How long does it take you to drive 12 miles? And then how long does it take you to walk 12 miles? And this is 12 miles of desert. Don't forget that. I was going to say, if you don't want to do that, Google something 12 miles from you. Like all the way around. 12 miles east, 12 miles north, 12 miles south, 12 miles west. Only reason I want you to do this is because I'm trying to get you to see something. Is that 12 miles squared? I don't know. Name something that's 12 miles from you. Find something that's 12 miles from you, east, north, south, and west. It could be a business, a neighborhood, whatever. And the only reason I want you to do that is because I want you to kind of pinpoint on a little map or something, if you can do like Google Maps and do 12, whatever each way. What if God said to you today, I'm going to give you the land 12 miles east of you, 12 miles west of you, 12 miles north of you, and 12 miles south of you. And all of that is going to be yours. What would your property look like? What all would you have from where you are now? If you go in a 12-mile radius, east, west, north, and south of you. Okay? What would your land look like where you live right now? What all would be in your possession right now? You said 12 miles is about 14 minutes driving in each direction for me. Okay. So 14 minutes. So you could drive 14 minutes north. 14 minutes. You would have woods and water. Okay. You would have wood. Okay. Right, I got you. I figured out what you meant. What would your land look like if God said, I'm giving you 12 miles each way, and everything from the 12-mile mark in, north, east, south, and west, what all would you own? You would have stores, schools, and a lake. What would you own? I'd have a lot of farmland. Ooh. How about y'all? What would you own? A mini city. Okay. Okay. You would have a couple of cities. Okay. Okay. 14 minutes one way, 14 minutes another way, 14 minutes this way, and 14 how you what would you do with it all? I would own a few churches, some woods, some grocery stores. You would have the ocean, parks, stores, schools, and farms. I would have a lot of mines, land, rivers, lakes, railroad, and a few stores. Wow. I would have a lot of Walmart, schools, parks, and houses. Interesting. Anybody else? You would have a few towns. You said you would have all of the hood. That part, I wouldn't even mind. You hear me? Yeah, I take the hood any day. I would take, you get, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the hood. Long as we got the niggas in there to get it together, baby. I love the energy of the hood. You hear me? Love it. The camaraderie of it all. 2 chicken factories, a long turkey for a hog, and a turkey farm in 3 small towns. Wow. A couple of cities, parks, water, grocery sources. Don't forget the animals roaming around. Right. You would have 3 cities. 12 miles is a lot of land. It is. It is. And so that's what I want. We were supposed to talk about this yesterday. But sometimes when we read and it says, oh, he got the land from this place, you would have ranches, forest preserves, beachfront property, libraries, and police departments. Wow. Wow. So when we study this and when we read this kind of stuff, you would have farmland, a safe community for children. Come on. So let me ask you a question. A preschool and a salon. Yeah. Land, some stores, a few parks, and a portion of a small city. Farmland, schools, and homes. Okay. So do you know that God is still in this same kind of blessing business? Do you know he said the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous? That means all the stuff that like Donald Trump them own and Elon Musk and all of those people, you know it's still not too big for him to give it to you, because in our life they are the giants. The tech giants and the people that got all the money. But now do you understand, if God told you today, I'm going to give you everything that Elon Musk owned, would you believe it? Everything that he done signed his name to, everything that he got a deed for, I'm about to give it to you. Because you understand that the land that God would be giving to these people was owned by the giants and the kings. And giants and kings, they're gaudy people. They're very snooty. They're very uppity. They're very, everything has to be the best. And I only want the best horses and the best dogs and the best soldiers and the best. So when God would let these people amass all of this stuff, while his people is going through and looking like they don't have nothing and don't even know they about to forfeit all of it. Let them rack it up. Let them get it, because don't hate on them, because they don't know they storing it up for you. You hear me? 12 miles is worth of land is a lot. How many acres go in 12 miles? Because I don't know. How many acres is there in a 12-mile radius? Or a 12-mile whatever? It'll take 6 hours to walk it. Wow. Does it tell us how many acres is in 12 miles? That's walking a mile in 15 minutes. Interesting. Interesting. Dang. So to go to one end of your property to the other is 7,680 acres. All right. I know that depending on the property and real estate, whatever, how much would it cost you? Real quick, go online, type in your county, and type in 1 acre of land. How much would it cost you? And I know it depends on the area, if it's prime real estate or not. Just get a basic number. How much is 1 acre of land in your area where you live? If you were to buy 1 acre, how much would that cost you in your zip code? Just type in 1 acre, 300K? Times 7,680. I need you to get your numbers. No wonder why they needed tribes. It's too much land to tend to by yourself. 130,000, 39,000, 200 to 1.2 million. Oh my God. Times 7,680. Do your numbers. What we got? 90,000 per acre, 75,000 per acre. Oh my God. Now y'all seeing the math. So do the number that you gave me times 7,680 and tell me how much that land will cost. Texas is 35,000. Where you at is 3 to 5,000. 4,500 for 1 acre. So then do 4,500 times 7,680 and tell me if God were to give this to you right now, how much the value of that land? Is that 998? So is that almost $1 billion is what you told me? 13,000 to over 1 million. 299,000. Oh, wait a minute, that's million. Is that million? That's thousands. That's 100,000s. No, that's million. Y'all know me. I ain't good with this right here. Here we go. 230 million. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute, that's not thousands, that's millions. Got it. Oh my God. 230 million, 289 million, 34 wow. Wow, 34,000. Wait a minute, 345,000. $2.9 billion. And that was the lowest you found. Interesting. $289 million, $290 million, $2.2 billion, 39,000 to 450,000 an acre. So do you still think that God give out little stuff? Okay, let me ask you a question. Who reading this was thinking, oh, okay. But now when you see it in your mind, what the value of that land is, does it look different when you read he gave him the area from Jericho to the mountains? Does it? That change your mind a little bit? Okay. Just like Job. Come on. So if you can see, this is real little, y'all. And I don't got no glasses on. But basically from like here at Bethel all the way up to here. Okay. So like this whole little area right here. That's a lot of land. So from like here to here. That's why he is trying to put a guys up. You getting where we going? Just okay. So do you think that God gives you things of value? 3 hours. It's fine. Does God give you things of value? How many of you, seriously, when you read about the land that God gave them, you go and you look it up and then do the value just like we did with Job and see how much he really gave them? In our day, if God were to say, this is what I'm going to do for you, then you understand the magnitude of why sometimes they might not have believed God. If you got somebody who got lawyers like Elon Musk and all of that, and God say, I'm about to give you all his space stuff and everything, would you believe it? Most people wouldn't. And see, he said, you doubt me? It would be the equivalent of us giving, of God giving us everything that the billionaires around the world have, the techie giants, and saying, yep, I'm going to let you move into the Hollywood Hills and you're going to own this house, this house, this house, and this house. One for each of your children. Would you believe it? Would you start doubting that you would be able to hold on to it and keep it? Because you ain't got no money in your pocket right now. And I'm saying if God told me today, I'm going to give you everything that the Jenners own, the Kardashians own, everything, their businesses, everything. Would you believe that? Most would have to say, I would have to see it to believe it. Most would say that. So does that help you understand sometimes why the Israelites doubted God, or when God told them they're going to be able to take over this area and they know who lives there and what power they have and what resources they have? Yes, I would believe, but I would be nervous not to steward idol properly. Got it. Honestly, I'd question it, no, because God been doing so much for me to doubt him. Okay. 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 Laugh out loud, believe him, because he moved me from one state to another and I didn't even have a vehicle and didn't have to go stay with nobody. Come on. I think some will believe but wouldn't know what to do with it. I think it's more doubt in self. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So understand now why the $5 thing was so that you could believe what we reading right now. Do you understand that? Whether you have a car, whether you have a job, whether you have income, whatever it is, everything in this earth belongs to God. And if he wants you to have it and you ask him for it, he will give it to you, as long as you're not asking selfishly. Do you hear me? But sometimes I think we really don't get in there and get down into the word and get our maps and stuff out and actually look at what God did and what he does. It seems little when you just read, oh, he gave him the land from Hebron to this place, or from this place to this place. But when you put it in our day and in our money, and things were more valuable then because the soil was more rich. There was more nutrients in things. There was gold and silver and stuff just laying about. It wasn't like it is now because it's all been dug out and chipped away. Think about the marble and stuff, or the different types of granite and all the sorts of things that were down in the ground that God planted there for them to find when they took over the land. It's like your family owning land for a long time, and then y'all go dig to make a pool, and y'all hit oil, and now everybody's stupid, dumb, rich, like that. The wildlife that you might be able to sell, the skins and the coats and the different parts of the animals that they use as trade and things like that, because all of that is yours. The timber, the lumber, the whatever, all of the different vines that were used to make ropes, and from the marshes or the flowers or whatever it is that was used for medicine. You got to understand, it's not just land that you're getting. It's all of the resources, the real, like the hillbilly, Beverly Hillbillies, exactly. What y'all think about that? When you think about, he didn't just give them land, and the desert didn't look like it looked now. It looked completely different. There was still vegetation, and over time, he cursed. The land of Israel didn't produce nothing because they just kept doing stuff. But then in the 40s, he started letting it flourish again. But think about how it looked back then when he was giving it to them. And yes, it was the desert, but it wasn't the type of minerals and resources. Exactly. It was probably still gold like it is in Africa, how gold just be in the rivers. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't have that same thing going through there as well. Silver or whatever metals that they might need. So when you think about what God is going to give you and what he gave these people, it seemed like nothing when you just read it like that. But if you apply it to where you are right now, say, okay, if God were to give me this, what is the value of that? Name one time that we didn't look up something that God planned to give somebody and it was under $1 million. Job's own land that he owned, Joseph, all the stuff that he had, every single person, the kings, Solomon, when you go look up their wealth, it was unlimited. Was it not? Even Jesus, when him and Mary and Joseph was traveling around running from Herod and all of this old stuff, the stuff that they was getting, the fine linens, now that we know about the silk trade and all of that kind of stuff that was coming down, and they giving him all of these rare blankets from Asia and this place and that place and silk this and that. This gives me a completely different perspective, mind blown. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why when people used to be like, oh, circle, da 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 da, baby, I asked for all, because see, you haven't done the math on what he gave them. That's why you just reading it through. And you don't get excited when he's telling you, I'm about to do something for you. A lot of people don't get excited because they haven't broke that down to see what it would equate to in our day, because he's still the same God and he's still doing them same big blessings today. He's still giving out land, resources, animals, everything. He ain't changed with that. I tell people, don't put a cap on my God. Come on. Come on. Come on. So, I'll be right back. I want y'all to think about that, though. Look up the most expensive house in a 12-mile radius from you and see what that look like you'll be living in. The most expensive house in a 12-mile radius. Tell me what bedrooms and all of that it got. Ooh. Excuse me. $64 million. What y'all got? Interesting. 19.5 millions. A 53-acre estate with a water park. No way. Hey, auntie. How'd you sleep? Can you pray that I find my other phone? Because I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I've been looking for it for 2 days. I don't know where the damn phone is. Ugh. I can't find it. I cannot find it. I don't know where it is. I've been looking. I said I don't know what I did with it. I didn't put it somewhere. We looking up the most expensive house in a 12-mile radius from where you live. Thank you. We looking up the most expensive house in a 12-mile radius from where you live. And we're also looking up if God gave you 12 miles each way, what would you own? So if he said, I'm going to give you the land 12 miles this way, 12 miles this way, 12 miles this way, and 12 miles this way, what would you own from your house where you live 12 miles out? What all would you have in your possession? And that's what we were looking at. And then we're also looking up how much 1 acre cost in the city where you live in your zip code. And then Cooper Farms is 138 million. Wow. Wow. And you mean the devil couldn't give you better stuff than God? No, he cannot. In Connecticut. Interesting. Wow. So that's the homework. That's what we doing right now. Yeah. I don't know where my phone is. Yeah. I don't know. Yep. I don't know where it is. Good morning, Miss Garcia. I read your dream this morning too. I'm getting to the emails and stuff, trying to get better at getting back to y'all. Definitely trying to do that. Cause yeah, I gotta get better. I'm gonna start. I told my daughter today I'm gonna start printing them out. I haven't started yet, but it'll be easy because I'm just gonna type in the word dream and then it'll give me all of those, and then I can go through, the others. The 2-story penthouse, which sold for $12.9 million, has 6,979 square feet. Interesting. 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, it says, and 1 powder room. Wow. You said so you would get Las Vegas. Okay, so then you got to tell us 12 miles each way what hotels you would own, what businesses you would own, east, north, south, and west, and then how much 1 acre in Vegas costs times 7,600 and what was the number? Ooh, I done passed it. It's somewhere. 7,680 times however much that 1 acre costs wherever you are. You have to times it and then tell me exactly how much the value of the land that God gave you would be. Right. So that's the first part of this, but you can go back and do that later. You don't have to do it right now because we're moving on. So it says it went from Bethel, that is Luz, crossed over to the territory of the Arkites in Ataroth. Where is at the biblical city of Ataroth? Where is that right now? Is it still called Ataroth today, or does it have another name? 15.2 in Lincoln Park. Wow. Wow. So you would own that, auntie. If it's in a 12-mile radius from you, that would be yours. And whatever else is 12 miles east, west, north, and south of you from your point, if God said I'm giving you 12 miles all the way around you, what would your net worth be? How would it, if you do 1 acre times 7,600 and that number times 7,680, that would be your value, your net worth pretty much right now, plus the buildings and whatever else. So that's the homework. You ain't got to do it right now because we're going to move on. But over time, you know, or if you go back and watch, just jot that down, because I think that we think God is, he's only good for paying car payments of $600. He can barely pay $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever it is. We feel like that's big to him because it's big to us. But when you read about the things that he gave the people that he loved and he cherished, and he even took care, because the sinners wouldn't have had it if he didn't allow it. Right, Auntie? Because in here, he gave Joseph's allotment from the Jordan, east of the springs of Jericho, and then it went up from there through the desert into the hill country of Bethel. Okay? It went from Bethel, that is to Luz, and crossed, or Luz or Luz, and crossed over to the territory of the Archives. So he really gave them even more, because we ain't even got how far this is from that place. But where is the biblical city of Ataroth? Because that ain't even all. He gave them some more. He said it went up this way, over this way, over this way, and down that way. We don't even know, because he gave them the hills. So that means all the animals that's on the hills. Then it crossed over into the territory of the Archives, which was north. And so it went even further than that, because I was looking at the map. But we just going to do 12 miles for that one area for right now. But where is the biblical city of Ataroth? It's Ataroth. Like Rothschild, and they're the Jewish people. Right. Moving on. Y'all toes wiggling yet? Because y'all be thinking my daddy is a little God and he's the big G. He's the big one, not the little one. So when he say the earth is mine and the fullness thereof, he got all the cattle on the hills, he mean. Y'all found it? The biblical city of Ataroth, or area of Ataroth. Do y'all know where that is right now? Yes. You said mine are curled all the way up. Yeah, y'all be thinking about that. It's east of the Jordan. Okay. So Palestine? More of Palestine? Oh my God, north of Transjordan River in Bashan, where the giants was. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. From Fee-Fi-Fo Fum tells us what? The stories of the giants and Jack and the Beanstalk. What did we see as children in Jack and the Beanstalk? Was not everything they had? You said east of the Jordan in Gilead. Interesting. Their plates were gold and big, and everything that they had was huge, was it not? Their fortified cities. So could Jack be Joshua? Could Jack be Joseph? Could Jack be Joseph? And these is real people our size right now, and it was these people, and then the normal size people. A city east of Jordan, apparently in their territory given to Reuben, but built and fortified by the children of God. Interesting. You said these is the normal size people right here. It's a person right here and a person sitting in a chair. Don't mean to be giving y'all the finger, but y'all know. Okay. So could the story of Jack and the Beanstalk be about any of the biblical cities where God said that he was going to allow the Israelites to take them? You said this reminds me of the House of David series I'm watching right now. Interesting. Interesting. They be stealing our stuff, girl. They be stealing our stuff. Hey, I forgot I had this Fantastic Beast book. I need to look into that. I got so much stuff I need to look into over here. Okay. Okay. I just be wanting to know. So when God said that he was going to give them the land of the giants, what did they actually inherit? Okay, do me a favor. Just type in giant ancient cities on Google and see what comes up. Giant ancient doorways. Look up the tallest doorways in ancient temples, ancient cities. Let's see how big the doors are. Let's see some, if y'all want to. Now, if you don't want to, that's fine. Okay. Oh, so what is the House of David on? I might have to go watch it. What is the House of David on, y'all? Because you talking about it and you talking about it. What, and never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Don't answer that question. I'm going to go look it up myself. Never mind. Never. I'm sorry. As much as I yell at y'all about that. Sorry. I'll find it. That's crazy. We have been looking to buy at least 10 acres, so this is good. Now we right on cue. High five. The door of the Pantheon is magnificent with 2 doors, 7.453 meters high and 4 meters wide. Girl, how many meters? A meter is 3 feet. So the door is like 21 feet? Because a meter is 3 feet, 36 inches. So the doors is 21 feet tall? Or a little more than that? I don't know if I'm doing that math right, but I know it's 3 feet for every meter. So no, it's even more than that, isn't it? It's even more than, because what? Let me do it on my computer. 24. Okay, so I was close. I was going to say a little bit more than that. Okay. So 22 to 24 feet. I was close. I was getting ready to say it's a little bit, that's about right. Y'all know my math be a little off. It's okay. I'm not a mathematician. I'm a librarian. Moving on. Okay. Who the heck need a 24-foot door? All right, I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm done with the... Okay, so I'll watch The House of David. Y'all got me. I will do it. Where is our book? It's probably already out somewhere where it's not supposed to be, because why is it not right here? Well, y'all know. What the heck? Oh, it's right in my face. And 13 feet wide. Interesting. That's why this book is so good. So, can y'all go look up? Here we go. This got the hair on my body standing up. I like it when we do this right here. I like it when we do this right here. Okay, look. Go look up the Gigantus vulgaris. I'm thinking the Gigantus vulgaris is what was in Harry Potter in the bathroom, that troll. Because I think he was about 20 feet tall. But go look up Gigantus vulgaris and see what we get. Please. Because those are the giants that are 9 to 24 feet tall. Which makes sense because by the time David then was around, Goliath was only a third part giant. And he was between 9 and 12 feet tall, right? Which is this one. These were the Titans. And then the race after the Titans. But by the time they got to the... And this is a regular 5 to 6 foot man right here. The wingspan of a Giga Titan vulgaris was as large as 40 centimeters. 16 inches. Interesting. Is that some... That's a bug. Are they talking about a bug? Or an animal? A fly. Interesting. So they're giving you the fly. They type in hominid or Neanderthal. They're saying it's a gnome. Interesting. Type in vulgaris Neanderthal. It pulled up a gnome for you. Interesting. So have y'all seen the video on TikTok where the dude is real tall and he's like 7 foot tall. I think the mom is tall and they have a little person. Their baby is a little person. So it's a black dude on TikTok. He's over 7 feet tall, or right at 7 feet tall. His son was born with, he's like, I don't know all of the dwarfism. I don't know if that's the right word. Don't kill me. I don't know. But his son is a little okay. So his son is a little person. And he was like, I just don't understand. But it made me think about what we read when it said that when the women had the kids and then the kids started to have giants, they either made dwarves or giants. Because remember now, the women that bore these children, we read in our giant book of Bashan, and in other books, that the regular women were 24 to 30 feet tall. Yes or no? We know this for sure. Adam and his sons were 30 feet, so I'm sure Eve was probably 24 to 28 feet herself. So then for somebody at that time to have a child that is a fully grown adult that is only 5 feet tall, to them, that would be dwarfism, would it not? Right? If Adam was 30 feet and all of his other sons were 30 feet, and then one of the women, the daughters, sleep with an angel, and they have one giant kid that's 250, 350 feet tall, but then they have a 5 foot person like us. Because to us, a 30 foot person standing over us, and we've read I'm going to get some sticky tape or something because these be when they be sliding down. I'll be wanting them to break. In our giant book of Bashan book, our giant cities, we know for a fact it said that Adam was 30 feet tall, and then Noah was two. Well, Adam's grave, well, it says Adam was about 30 feet tall or whatever. Seth was about 30 feet tall, and then Noah was 200. His grave was 210 feet, so he had to be shorter than that. But most times your box is from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Why make it any bigger? And this book was written in 1891 when this man went over to Egypt, and he was over in ancient Israel and Palestine. In 1891, the people took him to Seth's grave, to Noah's grave, and to I think Abel's grave. Okay? Abel was 30 feet. Seth was 30 feet. Adam was 30 feet. Then they took him to Noah's grave, and he was 200. Noah's grave was 210 feet. So that makes more sense as how Noah built the ark, doesn't it? It's in here. Thank you, T of Yah. Talking about the ancient houses. This is a really good book. And all of the places that's in. Let's just read. Okay, so I'm going to read this first part. So, screenshot this table of contents so y'all know what's in here. Y'all know I bought birthday nails and I forgot to put them on, so I'll be putting them on this weekend. They might not match with nothing. It don't matter. I'm going to be doing that. I forgot. Y'all got it? So it says Bashan and its giant cities, the Jordan and the Dead Sea, which we're reading about now. Jerusalem and its environs. Jerusalem, the tombs of the holy city. Olivet and Bethany. The battlefields of Gibeon, Ai, and Mishmash. Did y'all see that? Yep, y'all saw that? It says the battlefields of Gibeon, Ai, and Mishmash. Good. Okay. Sharon and Carmel, or Sharon, Mount Tabor and the valley of Jezreel, the shrines of Naphtali and the cities of Phoenicia. The northern borderland is Lebanon, Hamath, the northern border of Israel, Palmyra, and Damascus. So these are all places that are in the news right now. Who remembers me telling you that they wanted the land for the relics that's there? And the giant bones and the giant DNA so they can make the soldiers. All the hair on my body is standing up right now. I just want you to know that. Who remembers me telling y'all that in the beginning of us doing this? This made me think of Jeremiah buying land in Anathoth. Anathoth is the north of Jerusalem of Olives toward Mishmash and Jericho. Okay. Okay. The bones. Wherever the prophet's bones are, the people that have the bones are blessed. Catholic Church. And what is Trump talking about now? Gaza is going to be prime real estate. Okay. All of the wars have been about the relics. Understand that. Please. So here we go. I'm not going to read, well, I am. Beishan is the land of sacred romance. From the remotest historic period down to our own day, there has ever been something of mystery and of strange, wild interest connected with that old kingdom. In the memorable raid of the Arab chiefs of Mesopotamia into eastern and central Palestine, we read that the Rephaim and Ashtaroth Karnaim bore the first brunt of the onset. The Rephaim, that is the giants, for such is the meaning of the name, men of stature, beside whom the Jewish spies said long afterwards that they were as grasshoppers. These were the aboriginal inhabitants of Beishan, and probably of the greater part of Canaan. Most of them died out or were exterminated at a very early period, but a few remarkable specimens of the race, such as Goliath, Sippa, and Lami in First Chronicles, were the terror of the terror of the Israelites and the champions of their foes as late as the time of David. And strange to say, traditionary memorials of these primeval giants exist even now in almost every section of where? Palestine, in the form of graves of enormous dimensions, as the grave of Abel near Damascus is 30 feet long, that of Seth in Anti-Lebanon about the same size, and that of Noah in where? Lebanon, which measures no less than 70 yards, which is 210 feet. The capital and stronghold of the Rephaim in Beishan was in Ashtaroth Karnaim, so called from the goddess there worshipped, the mysterious two-horned Astarte. Why do they want to be in Lebanon? Why do they want to be in northern Israel? Tell me. Ain't that where they fighting at right now? All of them places I just named. And it's more of them in here that is in our news right now. And it all started back with what we reading today in Joshua 16. Do you believe me now that this war don't have nothing to do? They want the relics. Watching the librarians should prove that to you. Watching 30 coins should prove that to you. Watching evil should prove that to you. The magicians. Okay? This is a spiritual war. It is. The land is valuable because God blessed it. Most valuable real estate on the planet, for real. Even though it looks like it's in shambles. Magic. Okay. If the leaders of our world do magic and they want power, and we know power is one of the 7 reigning spirits of darkness, the rulers of darkness of this age, you don't. Who remembers what happened where the Temple Mount is? Several things that we read out of the Book of the Bee, I believe. It was either the Book of Bee or one of the other ones. The Legends of the Jews. Y'all remember what happened on that mount? It's a lot of stuff that happened on that mount, is it not? I believe that's the first place that Adam sacrificed something. Jesus had something to do with the mount. Abraham had something to do with that same mount. I believe Joshua had something to do with the same mount. David had something to do with the same mount. You said, I just saw that there is a UN building on Ararat. You don't remember when I told y'all that's where the real United Nations building is? And I said they built the real United Nations on the same place where the giants was going to destroy they made the decision to destroy humanity, and the UN is the person that's running this ID, real ID, and about to, you have to be a global citizen. It's repeating it. I told y'all that's one of the first things we looked up, and people was telling me it's in New York. I said it's not. Yeah. Yeah. The original UN has been in the place where the people that wanted to control. Yeah. People call me crazy. I said, that's because you don't know. That's the only reason I'm crazy, because you don't know. And once you know, then I'm not crazy no more. Right. So think about this. You've read in Enoch. You know what happened on Mount Ararat. You know the curse that was put there for humanity. And then they take that very spot. That's why I said they're not building certain things. Who went and looked up? Do y'all remember when we went and looked up your town square? But the town square is always a circle inside of a square. Remember we went and looked up your city's monument? Like Indianapolis monument has the soldier, and then I didn't even know for years that it was a museum down under there until I was like, had been living there like 4 years. Y'all think that they just built those in the middle of every city for any reason, and then depending on which way you go out, you're going to go out east, west, north, or south? Y'all think that was just nothing? Y'all think that was for no reason? Who's watched The Librarians? I'm about to show you something. And what's the name? The Librarians, Sam and Dean, and one other thing I can't think of where we seen it at, but Game of Thrones has it as well. Y'all watch any of those shows? Okay, you haven't. Well, to those of you that have, okay. Which book is it in? Please don't fall. Ah, there it is. Ugh. Ain't this in the middle of your floor on the Librarians and the Sam and Dean's house? And all the other shows? Ain't this what be on the floor? This is also what's in the middle of your city. Go look up your state monument or your city monument, and look at it from an aerial view and tell me the streets don't go out from it just like this. You can look at Washington. like a roundabout. And they are now building roundabouts everywhere, are they not? I remember when they started building all the roundabouts in Indianapolis, and then got here and they started moving around. They started making them here too. I said, no, I don't like that. Why is all the roundabouts following me? I remember when they started putting them in Phoenix. I seemed like wherever I moved to, all of a sudden that they putting roundabouts there. Don't do that. Hey, pumpkin. There are roundabouts everywhere. Interesting. Energy. Generating energy, I wonder. So you think about all of these different things, right? The lands, where they put certain things, which ways the houses face when they're building them. All. What book is what? They're the mythology books. The And they put them in places that we don't even need them. Right. Energy. Energy. Okay. We put you back. Ow! Oti. You're welcome. Okay. So, let's keep going. Here we go. Let's get back to it. So I said we on a scavenger hunt today. All right. So it says, oh, I forgot. Y'all said Central Palestine for the city of Adaroth. Is there anything happening there now? Yeah. Yeah. All of it is in there. All of it. Tesla, all the stuff we've been talking about. I told y'all thought I was crazy. I said, God, I didn't know you made me a librarian. But I did. Because I've been in the library since either my grandmother's, I went from the church library, my grandmother's library, who was a pastor that had beautiful books, to the school library. And I was always the assistant in K through 5th, and then 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I was in the library. You hear me? Hey, Cindy, in the library. So, been a librarian my whole, because look where I be at it, in a library. Didn't even know I was a librarian. I told y'all my first librarian just died this year in like January. Into December, beginning of January. The lady that made me love like the library, Barbara, she just died. She was like 93 years old. Have I looked up the ley lines in my area? I think we did that back in 23. I think it was 23. But it's a lot of magical stuff that goes on in Missouri. I knew that the first time I lived here. And every time we used to travel here when I was a kid, I always got a weird feeling. And I still do. It's a very magical place. Very. It's very magical. It's almost to the level, to me, of Louisiana. Because a lot of the French people and a lot of the people that lived in the French quarters moved here. That's why a lot of the cities in St. Louis are French. And a lot of their decor in certain areas looks like the stuff from Louisiana. Yeah, most of the names here are French names. Like the names of the streets and the cities and stuff like that. Yeah. There's a lot of magic here too. Mm-hmm. New Orleans keeps you trapped in the city, right? They say once you get in there, the mood of the city. Oh, definitely. How y'all doing? I would like to ask for the daughter. She tried to end her life twice on 39, and they're trying to put the spirit of bipolar on her. Definitely. Y'all pray for our niece. We definitely will pray for her, pumpkin. Definitely will. Something's going on. She can't tell something. They gotta find out. We gotta find out what it is. Tell her she can be completely honest about whatever it is, and nothing is too bad that God can't forgive you for it. We are not gonna judge you, baby, but we need to know what's eating you from the inside out. The mood, the food, and the energy. Y'all know the same thing happens in the city of St. Louis too, right? You hear me? Everybody said they praying for her too, Pumpkin. She is in PYC ward right now. Okay. Oh, okay. So she's in this. Okay. God knows. You said it's definitely a strong spiritual hold on Missouri for sure. Circa, sorry for interrupting to you. Yes. Thank you. I do. Yeah. I do. So the same spirit is here. I told y'all the first time I lived here, baby. I said, oh yeah, I gotta get out of here. I told y'all this is the place where I heard the spirit saying kill she on the thing, and then that dude, we was like fighting to the death like War of the Roses. Hey, Pumpkin. And then like the door was closing, my house was full of brown recluse spiders like the movie, and all kinds of stuff, you know. Yeah, this is the place. This is the place. This is the place. Since I came to Louisiana in 2000, been trying to get out and can't. I'm trying to tell you, the principalities. Yeah, the saint a lot. Yeah. I told y'all my ex, his grandma was a whole witch, a real one. I wasn't joking. And now he do magic. No, sir. I told y'all the one time he came to visit me at Christmas time, right before Christmas, it was December 18th. That nigga came to my house. It was no snow. He was in my house 2.5 hours. Came outside. It was blizzard like snow. And on the top of his car, it was a pentagram drawn perfectly in the snow. It scared him. But I told y'all this is also the person I told him like in 2014. I said, God told me that somebody dedicated you to the devil when you was a kid. He was like, man, you tripping. And then like 2 weeks later, he found out his grandma was a witch, a real one. And she's the person that named him. And his name literally means ancient fiery one. I'm telling you, that's the one that told me he's the father of lies. And then that lady called me and said the devil, my daughter had your dream about the devil being in my house, and we wasn't even here. We was back on the West Coast. Oh yeah, that's real. But it is. How do you clean your spirit from that? From magic? God do it. Fasting and prayer. You said you need a movie about your life. Yeah, because I was just telling my baby daddy about the guy that I dated before him. We talk about him. And how that's the man that, like, he said you lied. Nobody even know I'm here. And his eyes was red like the blood god and all of that. Yeah, that. He said, yeah, I remember whatever that nigga did. It had you shook up. I said, did. That's why I was nervous about dating you, because I didn't want the devil jumping in nobody else. You hear me? You said I had the worst feeling at the house where slaves were tortured in LA. Interesting. In Louisiana. Got it. Yeah. I don't play. Like I told y'all, when I was little, when I was going through like from like 10 to 13, when I would go home and come back and go home and come back or whatever was going on with that, when my mom used to sleep, I used to see eyes on top of her eyes. That's why I didn't sleep. There was demons running through our house all the time. They were just in there. They would be in the corners. They were everywhere. And they tormented everybody in the house. And they used my mama to do it. They would use her to torment us and then turn around and torment her in her sleep. And my mama would be crying in her sleep and fighting in her sleep. And it was crazy. And once I got older, I realized what was going on. I said, ooh. Because if you don't deal with the demons that are in you, you are the strong man for your house. Yeah, okay. So if you allow the demons and you don't work on your stuff, then those same demons get to torment your children, your husband, while you sleep, while you up. I just watched a video about somebody talking about torment, like not healing. And I'm like, yeah, when you don't heal, then those demons get to work through you as much as they want to create as much pain, as much whatever, as much chaos as they want to. Yeah. And then, too, if money is your God, the demons that attach to money will then, that, like, I hear my kids say all the time, I don't need a lot of money. As long as I got what I need, I don't care about having a whole bunch of money. My daughter just said it the other day. And I said, and now you understand. Because think about the things that people have done to their children in behind money. There are women that have abused their children because their dads didn't give them no money. There are people that have used their children to make money and allow their children to be abused by people. Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to talk. I could tell you so many things growing up in Missouri. I've seen so many things that weren't explainable until I found you. Yeah, it's a real thing. And that's why I told you, I'm not going to let it, no. You can't have my bloodline. You can't, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Blocked. We're not doing that. Blocked. Do you hear me? No. No. I've run into people that allowed the devil to take over their body and they wanted that power. And I've ran into them more than one time. No joke. And then, like I told my daughter's father, I said, hey, nobody even knew me and this person was in my house. This was years ago, 20 years ago. Nobody even knew we was there. And a lady from my church that had never been to my house called me and said the devil himself was in your house last night. Where were you? And I said, I was in my house. And I knew she wasn't lying because of the experience I had with the man the night before. And I said, oh, it's making a hair on my body stand up right now. It's making a hair on my body stand up right now because that was scary. And I could have been a Jane Doe out in the Arizona desert cut up. In real life. Chopped up in bits and pieces. Mm-hmm. So, when you understand, like I said, that bodies are like these cups and you cannot be fooled by the cup. Y'all see me drink this cup every day, so y'all probably assume that it's coffee in here, which it is. But it could be anything. And this is how human bodies are. Unless God shows you what is on the inside of it, you have absolutely no idea until you open it up or take a sip of it what it is. You don't know if it's toxic. You don't know if... And some stuff, like antifreeze, is sweet, so you don't even know it's going to kill you. I done ran into my enough antifreeze. God, I don't want no more antifreeze. Do you hear me? Ran into a nigga that's sweet, but he plan on taking your life. You hear me? And they say that's why. No, for real. I don't want no more antifreeze. No. Mm-mm. The devil always come not looking dangerous. Always. He always come acting like he ain't dangerous. And he is. I don't go by what I see. I need to see with my other eyes. Back in the day, I only used these. Now, I be like, show me that. Wait till I go to sleep. I be hoping for something. Because whatever ain't right in them, I need to know. Because I can't let you in my life. Because this is the thing. Okay, I don't even know how we got here, but we're moving on. If a person's parent is in witchcraft, when you're blessed, are your children blessed? When you're blessed, yes. Yes. God said, when he gave Abraham the blessing, he said, your seed, you're going to be blessed and your seed is going to be blessed. Yes. So if there's a curse on you, there's a curse on who else? It's been a minute. Ready? Ready. Okay. Okay. So, how many of you have been unequally yoked in a relationship with a cursed person, but prior to that, you was blessed? And the only reason that the curses came through is because you disobeyed God. Moving on. I'm ready. Whew. Only reason your kids went through? Unequally yoked. Because that person is cursed. And wherever there are accursed things, there's trouble. Death, sickness, prison, poverty. You said you can't just never stop right before you slip up. Excalibur. Wait a damn minute. No, the hell you ain't. Ah. Oh my God. You have got. Y'all, I done had this dang sword. Oh, wow. Oh, Bellas. No way. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Where is this? Mm-mm. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. So, where do we know this from? This is around right now. This means a lot just right now. But listen, no, Hitler, Nazis, Nazis. But I was looking up the mythological. Okay, so y'all know when we was looking through the mythological gods, and I couldn't remember who was suckled by a dog. But they're saying Cyrus the First was suckled by dogs, like he drank milk from a dog. But he also was a giant. Right, go look at your sword. And then there's a face with horns on the top of it that kind of looks like what we've seen in, I'm trying to think of which movie now, which show we was watching, and this being looked like he was in there. It was one of our mystical shows, but I can't think of the god, which god. We see this image all the time, and it's the dog with the two little kids suckling under it. Y'all know? I couldn't remember if it was Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology. You remember? Like, we've seen it. It's the dog and the two little boys, but I couldn't remember if that was Bella's and what's his name? I think it was two brothers, like their mama got killed or their mama was a dog. I can't really remember. But I remember the symbol, and I just can't remember which side of mythology it's on. And that's what I was looking for. Because it's like I can see it, right? I've seen this symbol a gazillion times in mythology. They show the god, and I can't remember who it is. But him and his brother got suckled by a dog or something like that, like because their mama was gone, or it's basically the Mowgli story. The what's the name? Remember how he was fed by the apes and the everybody and the jaguars or whoever it was? It's basically that story, but that comes from mythology. Somebody, it was a kid, and the dog found them and raised them. I want to say we even read this story. We read it. I want to say it's Greek mythology, but I can't remember which one. So I've looked at this sword, and I don't know how I didn't see that. I don't know how I didn't see that. And then that face on the top of it. It's a whole bunch of stuff on this sword. And then the Celtic symbols and the symbols for ascension is on this sword too. The Celtic symbols and some of the angelic symbols, which is really crazy because we know. Yeah, that's crazy. Interesting. Been here all this time. And Romulus and Remus are the twin brothers who. That's what I was looking up. Bellis. So it's Romulus and Remus. Thank you. The image of a she-wolf suckling the twins in their infancy, been a symbol of Rome since the ancient Romans. Thank you. Thank you. That's who it is. I was thinking Bellis and whatever is Romulus and Remus. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it. I'm like, okay, so it's them on there. That's who it is. Romulus and Remus is on the front of there. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. I couldn't remember their names. I'm like, what is these two brothers' names? I could not remember their names. I was thinking Bellis and what's his name? Bellis and Belarus or whatever the other one's name is. But it's Remus, and thank you so much. Romulus and Remus. Thank you. Yep. The wheel of time is back. Baby, I'm about to go. Baby, I'm about to go. The wheel of time. It sure is that nigga bird. It sure is. And it's 3 episodes. Baby, I'm about to go. I'm about to find me some food. I'm about to go. And I'm gonna have to cook it. I'm probably about to make me some breakfast. I'm about to go. You didn't say what is back. Wheel of Time is back. Oh, Tootie. Listen. This the thing though. Okay. Cause now my toes is wiggling. So when y'all go, excuse me, and y'all be watching this stuff, and then y'all go to y'all shelf and y'all got the real stuff. I know the librarians blowing y'all mind. When Queen was telling us to watch it or whoever else, I didn't have time. I be watching it now. And every freaking book that you have in your library, they make a mention of something that's in one of them. It's mind blowing. That don't blow y'all mind that people were telling us we was studying random stuff, and this is the stuff that the rich folks that they be looking up to, and they be so enamored by the symbol. We know why they do it. We know why they do it, don't we? So do you believe magic is real? Do you believe magic is still make-believe? You believe that the symbols they just put on there, they picked them because they was cute, or did they pick them because they have power? All I want to know is, what do you believe? Yes, because people don't believe it's real. I'm trying to tell you. And also watch the House of David. Yep, it's the big green book. Got it. Okay, I got to be on there too, the House of David. Okay. I believe they picked them because they have power. Okay. Okay. So, it's definitely blowing my mind. I could be just listening and they say a certain thing and I'm tuned in. Come on, girl. I told you, you'd be like, wait a minute, run that back. Wait, what they say? Let me see that. Oh, yeah. You don't know what that is? Actually, I do. Actually, I do. Actually, we had a class about that 6 months ago, and we was researching. So understand, like I said, even with the war that's going on right now in ancient Mesopotamia, right now, in Uruk, and and all of them cities, Lagash, and all of those, Lagash, or however you say it, Lagash, all those cities, heck yes, it's real. I was telling my 4-year-old how the mythical creatures are so real, so I gotta look into getting the books for her because she loves unicorns. Listen, Goodwill, go to Goodwill and Half Price Bookstore, and talk to the library lady because they getting rid of all the books. They be throwing them away and giving them away. Ask God to put it there and go on and get what you need. Okay. Thank you. So, good. I'm about to go make me some food, and hopefully our exercise today. We still ain't even got all the way through there, but it's just giving out the land. Not that that's a small thing, but it is giving out the land and looking at the maps. But also in Joshua 16, I believe that the cities in there and those landmarks are about to become very important places because they've already been. And I believe, because I'm like, God, why you got us reading about landmass? Oh, because everything that we reading about in Joshua 16 and Joshua 17 is stuff that's on the news right now. And after this April 20th, it's all about the rock, like really be rattling and rocking and rolling over there. And these, because think about it, if invading armies are coming in, these are the areas that they're going to be coming from. Just like when the Israelites would be in Jerusalem or wherever they was, and they said they were sieged on all sides, but you know they're down in the valley. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that God has us looking into these specific places that are in Joshua chapter 16 for nothing. Normally when he has a study about places, very shortly those places are in the news. And so I'm thinking that, there might, because talking about magic, did anybody see the post about the gnomes, the duendes? I never really believed until I seen them on the post. Yeah, I did see. I did. I told y'all the story about my ex-husband. When we first met, he told me about the little people touching him while he was asleep. It was a whole bunch of them, and they was running around, and they looked like them little dark things. Remember? And he said it was a big tall one standing up back in the hallway, and it was like it was controlling them. And it looked kind of like how we see the giants and the little people throwing the big ropes over him, tying him up. This is a whole vision he had, or a dream, or whatever it was, but it scared the hell out of him. And that's right when I first met him. Yeah, they real. But if you think about it, Monsters Inc., y'all. That's why it's important. That's why we got books like this. The Encyclopedia of Spirits. What's our other one? The Dictionary of Demons. The Encyclopedia of Demons. And the Angel Book, Good and Bad Angels. And a couple other ones, because these people ain't making up. And then even all of our Japanese mythology, our mermaid books, all of these books, this stuff didn't just come from nowhere. Somebody seen it. Just got some free books from the Blood of Olympus, 7 Wonders, Lost in Babylon, and 7 Wonders in Colossus Rises. Oh, come on now. Yeah. I did see the post about the celebrities eating the mermaids, but we talked about all of this already. That's why they started blocking me. We was getting in their business. Everything we do be in their business. I told y'all they warlocks and witches, and this is the stuff that they do. Remember when we talked about they been making us eat it too, with a fish of the sea and a siren on the front of it. That's not a tuna. I had a dream about good versus evil fighting. The good ones has swords too and beautiful armor. Interesting. The Smurfs was torturing them pretty much. Remember when we was all shocked about that and we was looking into it? So have they been telling us? And then we had the lady come in here and said this is why people in the Caribbean always eat their fish. And in different places in Africa, they only eat fish with the head on it. They're, unless they cutting it off, they're not eating no fish that already had no big, like the big body fish and all of that. They're not eating it because they know that witches and different people be giving people magical pieces of fish and it turn your life around if you eat human and fish mixed. And y'all didn't see, this is why they got rid of Sauce 90 and took down the video that I had put up there and all this other stuff. All of that, they got, yeah. We've seen the videos of them pulling them out of the water, y'all, the scientists. I mean, can I ask you a question? Are y'all really surprised the stars and the rich people or who have naked people lay on the table and they eat food off of them, and then we find out that they really be eating people? They're the ones that have people go make bodies that look like it's all kind of meat and brains and this and that. They just be showing y'all what they got to do something, so if anybody shows a picture, it just looks like the dinner that they let us see. But this is the real thing. Y'all know this is what be going on. They show you, they put the truth right in front of you. Now, that might not be a human body, but they're telling you we eat human flesh. The little girl, remember we watched a video about her and her brother, and she said her dad made them hurt the babies, and they had to do this with the babies and that with the babies and all of this old stuff. And no, we eat the babies at school. They cook them and they blah, blah, blah. Okay, they've been telling us for the whole time. What do we talk about? They don't gotta lie to you if they put the truth right out in front of your face. The easiest way to hide the truth is in plain sight. We say this all the time. It's a real thing. Makes sense that they named their coffee and logo after the fish, right? And we know that these people, they think about it. The movie Splash with Tom Hanks and the lady or whoever that was, she was able to flip flop in between real, as long as she can get to some salt water or whatever it was, fresh water or whatever it was, right? Well, do we know that the same thing to be true for Job's brother, Nereus? He was a land walker and a water dweller, was he not? Had a dream on yesterday of this big, tall, dull silver giant walking towards water with a tall sword. My alarm woke me up. Didn't get to finish, but it was water everywhere. Somebody just had a dream over here about that. Wait a minute. Or was that over here? What the? Somebody else just said they had a dream about a giantess on water. Was this over here? What the heck? I thought somebody, maybe it was one of the emails I read. That's crazy. But it was water too, Caleb. Girl. Splash is your favorite movie as a child. So, they still walk among us. They was here after the flood. They was here before the flood. Crazy. But, I mean, you don't got to convince them if you just tell them it's make-believe. Then if a person really see it, they won't believe it anyway. They told us it wasn't real, the aliens down there. Then 6 months to a year later, they said, okay, aliens is real. They been here. We already knew. Tried to tell everybody, wiped everybody's phones and everything, trying to tell us it was a fluke, it wasn't real. And then they start showing up in Vegas and everywhere else. They was like, oh, we not? Oh, okay, we'll just show up in Vegas and this place and that place. Okay. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why all these planes and stuff is falling too. Attacks. Remember War of the Worlds, don't forget. Denial and deception is so real, right? And that's why I say the crazy people don't be crazy. Cause Shaniqua, I got them things and I'm gonna show them tonight if it's okay with you. The pictures that you sent me, I went in my email and found them. Y'all remember when Shaniqua said that she had been in a space and somebody had wrote something on the wall and she took pictures of it? She did, and it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. I said, oh, okay. Or it make you think of Quentin Coldwater and a few other people, don't it? All the Hercules movies was the truth. Can't find them. And the CDs are really expensive. In real life. Real life. So that's why I said the crazy people don't be crazy. They see the world how it really is in the spiritual realm. Think about this. Sometimes we feel like it's a bug on us and our body will really itch. Right? But it don't be no bug or nothing. You'll look, it's nothing there. Right? Think about this. That's what I was getting. Yeah. Right. That's why I was like, maybe it's the email. That was your dream. That's why I'm tripping. I looked over here to see if it came. No, it was your dream, and I read it this morning. But think about this. People that are mentally ill, they actually see the bugs. You feel it and be like, ooh, think you tripping. They see it. You walk into a room and do like this, and you don't see nothing, so you be like, oh, God, I'm tripping. And they be like, something's behind you. I know y'all kids done did it to y'all. Because my kids done did it to me. My son did it to me when he was 4. Felt something. He said, Mommy, look out. There's something behind you. It was a spirit. And I felt as I was going up the stairs. He was getting in the car with my mom. I felt like soon as I entered back into this house, like I looked around like I'm tripping. Girl, go on up here and give it you. That boy hopped out that car and ran to that door and said, Mommy, something's behind you. I said, I knew it, son. I'm on my way out of here. Don't worry about it. We about to go. We is about to go. You said I felt something crawl on me today, but nothing was there. In real life. They see it. We just don't. They see it. Think about it. Whenever a person is like on a psychedelic type drug, that veil is now removed. God put a veil. Remember how in the beginning Adam said, I used to be able to see the angels ascending and descending to the planets and taking care of the universe? And then God put us in this flesh and it stopped our spiritual eyes from being able to see past what's in front of us right now. Well, when you take drugs that make you hallucinate, that veil is then ripped and you can see it for real, how Adam used to see. Yep, Mom said before there is a boy in the room by the air conditioner, I rebuked that thing so fast, he said it's gone. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, so when people do mushrooms and all of that stuff, the veil, they are getting beyond that veil of the separation between the spiritual and the physical, and it's just one space. You said we need to anoint your house properly. Whose house? Totally off topic. How much land do we need to start our community? I mean, it's not a lot of us, so I was thinking like I was gonna ask God for like 20 or 30 acres. That's what I was looking for. That's what I've been looking for. You can put a lot of people in 20 or 30 acres. Because we're going to be in tents and stuff, or however that's working. 20 or 30 acres is not bad. My uncle owns 220. I got an uncle that got 220 acres, but he ain't coming up off none of that. So, Even something like that would be nice, but we could do it in 30. We could do it in 30. Because you're going to have to, you know, dig your space. But what I'm trying to do is hobbit holes. So you ain't going to need a lot. We ain't going to need all the extra. And if we do dome lights and things like that, you said you have 36 acres in Arizona? No way. No way. Can we do a class on how to anoint your houses properly? We do. All you gotta do is go through. There's no magic words. You can say the prayer that's in the Bible, or all you do is go through. I open. There is no specific way. Some people just go through and they touch. I touch every doorway. So what I do, I go over the openings, even if it's an opening to another room, because in the spirit there is no inside outside. It's just doorways. That's how in the movies, like, they can be in any room and in any door. So I always do just like they did in Egypt. I go over the threshold of the door. Most times I just turn it and I just say the blood of Jesus and whatever God has come out of my mouth, because He know what you're praying against. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I do. I take my oil and I touch every window. I touch the base of every door, because those are spiritual doorways. And even the closets. The spirits come in your kids' closets. So you know that's a doorway. Bathrooms, any place where there's water, you always see a spirit in the bathroom and in the kitchen. They just be there because there's water there. Water is energy. So all of those different things. Yeah. And if you got kids, any place where your kids, you need to go through and have your kids tell you where they feel scared at, and then look and see what's right there. I don't care if they little bitty babies. New little kids are even more susceptible to the spiritual energy, or whatever you want to call it, or more that, like, they're connected with that because they just left the spiritual realm. I read Psalms 91 and touch every window and door inside my house. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. There is no specific way. Everybody do theirs differently. You know, my son used to always get out the shower with 3 scratches on his back. Yeah, yeah. Listen, power is energy, is it not? Yeah, yeah. Power is energy, is it not? A power plant is an energy plant. Power is one of the ruling spirits of this earth. If whatever they, even the regular doctors tell us, whatever you give energy to, that's what's going to grow. So if you think about cancer all the time and this and that, and that's what's going on, then your body is going to, oh, okay. So there is a science to it. And as y'all can see, every single thing that God has us do, or even the chemical properties and the things that He tells us to use for specific things, all tie into all of it. The food, the clothing, the colors used, everything. The metals, make it in this, lay it in this, take this wood, and this wood does this, and it's waterproof, and it's light, and it's floaty, and this and that. Like, everything has a reason. So whatever God gives you to do, okay? But I am about to go eat, y'all. And it's early. It's only 12. Good job. Okay. So, I love y'all. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later. If you get time, can y'all... 16 doesn't have a lot. It's not a lot of places. I talked to my mom about it yesterday, and we are willing to put it to use for our community. Now, I'm going to tell you what's crazy. Remember, I was like, God, we need 4 places. 4. Right? I think somebody else said they got some land in Texas that they would be willing to let somebody, some people, they got a couple acres or something like that. So just hold that thought. Can you? And I'm because you got to think, we got people in Colorado, We got people in Cali. We got people in Arizona. We got people in New Mexico. You hear me? We do. But some of the people that's down in Florida might not be able to make it there. But then we got people that have told us that they have land in other places. So God could just be getting ready to give give us the space that we need to be able to make sure we got. Ooh! Oh wow! Let me go get my journal because I gotta see something. You just hold on 1 second. Oh. Mm. In the last 3 weeks, and I don't know which one of these pages it's on, I asked God for a place. I'm gonna have to go back. It ain't been too long since I wrote that. I don't know if it's in this journal or the other one, but that's crazy. I literally said, God, I know you're gonna give us the land, and it's not too big for you. I'm gonna have to find it and then we'll read it. I'm gonna find it. I literally just wrote. I said, God, we need our land now. It's getting time. But one place ain't just gonna be enough for everybody. We're gonna need more spaces because with them blocking the roads and things like that. And I listen. This has been in my mind a lot in the last couple of days. Listen. Thank you so much. We have had it for so long and never did anything with it. I would just like to help and do my part. We gonna get together, Miss Linda. Please send me an email to CERCA TROVA 22, please, or Tatnot Place. Send me an email to Tatnot Place, please. Just let me know where I can contact you at, because someone else in our community got some land in Texas and they've been offering, and in Louisiana somewhere. I think it's Louisiana, Texas, and now Arizona. And I want to say it's somebody in Missouri too that didn't say they family got some land. Y'all, okay. Just give me a second. Okay. The crazy thing is, it is because my son is in Arizona. And he's been all up in the mountains, but he knows. Yeah, I'm about to go. Thank you, Miss Linda. I'm about to go. Yeah. Because it's somebody in our community. I don't know if they still are. I think they own 200 acres in Texas. And they was like, we got land if you need people. This was in the beginning. Kemp, Texas, 43 acres, and it has a pond and horses and cows. But no, this is you. You the Texas person. You the Texas person, Miss Black. It has a pond and horses and cows, but no electricity. Somebody, okay. I need you to send me an email. Oh, your daughter just bought a house in Arizona. Okay, I need both of y'all to send Kendra, Miss Kendra. Okay, send me another email, please, just with your information. So I'll just send me an email. You send me an email. So that's 2 places, y'all. That's 2 places. That's 2. That's 2. We got a West Coast and we got a Southwest. It's some more coming. Because I said, God, one ain't going to be enough because we might not be able to get there. But if it's 3 or 4 hours, remember this was our thing. 3 or 4 hours from where you are, you probably can get there. No more than 8. A day driving, daylight. If you have to drive at night. But the crazy said, it don't have no electricity. We got our own. God is so good, y'all. Because remember, I just told y'all the other day, I said, God, we got to have a place to put these people. We are not going to be able to be. Afro Biblist said they have land in Washington State on here. Right, that's what I'm saying. And your pond is stocked. Look here. No! Oh my God. I'm excited. Okay. So, yeah. Cause this is the thing. We need at least 4 places. Just for, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, okay, if you on the East Coast, you might not be able to get to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? But if there's already a preserve or a reserve in Arizona, you just gotta get to the reserve. You know what I'm saying? If you in Louisiana, and it's, you see what I'm saying, or if you in New Mexico and you closer, or Oklahoma or wherever, you can get to Texas. That's 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 hours depending on where you at. You see what I mean? And because we already have all our stuff, you hear? Listen, it's real good because we already have our stuff. You're not coming empty-handed. So this is how we could get storehouses. You see what I'm saying? This is how we could create a storehouse, and we could have a place with everybody. Because everybody ain't coming empty-handed. We coming with everything that we need to survive. So if we have time to get to these places and set up certain stuff, or God tells us, okay, on this date, whatever, we got wood burning stoves, we got tents, we got everything we need already. You hear me? Bow and arrows, solar power, water filtration. Ain't nobody coming empty-handed. We know that for a fact. You got chickens, turkeys, and ducks. But do you see it coming together now? Look at it. Out of here, my body will not stop setting up. It's on my legs and everything. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to go, y'all. Give me a minute. Listen. We got the books to learn how to make and dig wells. Everything. We got all the stuff. You sure did. We got all the stuff to learn how to find the water, what's poisonous and what ain't. So look here. God is real, 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 real big. And it don't matter how big it seemed to you. I didn't understand why the last 2 days he been talking to me about land. If you go back and look at our thing, is it our land or whatever? And I'm like, why do you have me talking about land? Oh! 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 Oh, got it. You about to give us some land. You about to let us access some land. You about to let us be able to go to some land. Oh, why you got us talking about land? I remember I said yesterday, I don't know why he got us talking about land, y'all. We about to go on a scavenger. I don't know why. Oh, now I know why. Listen. This is mind blowing to me. Because land, look. This y'all niece calling me. Okay. I knew I was about to have to go. I'm hold on. Hi, are you at home or work? Working from home. Okay, I'm about to get off live. And give me 2 seconds, okay? And I'm gonna call you back from my other iPad because this one's gonna die. What? The reason I say because then you'll buy everything that they say. And so that's kind of like when they was telling me what wasn't going to happen in your situation. They wanted to do all that stuff, and I told them no. No, because it don't matter what they say. What does God say? You need to watch my class from earlier today. The first part, the first 20 minutes of it. It's going to be relevant to what you're talking about right now. Okay, I love you. Bye, girl. I'm going to see y'all in a minute. And I will come back. Okay, just let me get some food. And just take this whole process in. Because I just looked at my thing the other day. It's probably in my big journal. And I was like, God, I know that you did not give me this idea for no reason. Now I understand. Even more so today than I did before. And he's been talking to me about land. And I'm like, what? Where's it gonna come from? You know my financial. I mean, what is you about to? He said I already did it. Just chill out. It's already in the. Now I see why he been talking to me about land. Land. What land? Is we? What? Now no. Okay, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. I love y'all. I'll be back. This is crazy. It's a blessing. But it's crazy because if you go look at today's thing is called land, and yesterday was like it's our land or something like that. Ain't that crazy? Literally. Let me see. That is. When I tell you, he never ceases to blow my mind. Yesterday was our land. Yesterday we were supposed to read what we're reading now, and it was called our land. Today I just called it land. Y'all don't think that's crazy? I didn't even know why he had me reading. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I love y'all. Mind blowing. Hey, I love y'all. We'll be back. Okay. See y'all in a minute. I'm about to go make me some pancakes or some waffles or something. I don't know. Because I'm a little frazzled right now. Give me a minute. I'll be back.